On to the next topic on our lineup this afternoon, which is on fake car insurance. According to the Nigerian Insurers Association, only about 36% of vehicles plying Nigerian roads are currently insured, as records indicate that most of the vehicles run on fake insurance certificate. Chairman of the association, Mr. Eddie Efekoha, said only about 4.5 million vehicles out of 12.5 million vehicles plying Nigerian roads are registered on the Nigeria Insurance Industry Database, NIID, which captures all legitimately insured vehicles in Nigeria.
When I saw 12.5 million vehicles, I know definitely in Lagos or thereabouts, we have more than that. So the data is not even up to date.
The database. We're talking about a country where statistics and gathering of data is a huge problem. First of all. So what database
is he talking about?
Are we even talking about to start with?
And the funny thing about this is that they are even simply looking at it from the perspective of making money as insurance people. It's also a security issue.
Okay.
It is dangerous to have vehicles, plying different, routes in Nigeria and going from inter-communities to we don't even know who owns them. We don't know what they are carrying in so many cases. It's a very dangerous security threat. In a modern world, the hallmark of modern society is their scientific data that proves what is going on, who is involved and who is where per time. If one of the challenges we've had in our nation's development is leaders have lacked the courage over the years to gather data for purpose of politics. Because of politics, we don't want to do accurate census. We are afraid to confront our reality. We don't know how many children that are born. Today we still hear about 10.4 or 14 point so million children out of school. But from where these data are gathered, we don't know. We get guesstimates and estimates from foreign agencies.
Exactly.
We have lacked the courage to find out, how many are we? How many are kids from day 1 to 12 to this? And this is good also for purpose of planning. If over 60% of vehicles plying the routes are not registered, when do you know when they are supposed to be off the road? They have also become environmental challenge, because if you don't know when they are registered and when they are supposed to be off the road, you can't make a request for recall. So there are so many challenges abounding, but like you mentioned, the biggest challenge is that we don't have accurate data. And it's also a symptom or a representation of the failure of subnational institutions. How can you have customs, you have immigration, and vehicles are entering this country and they are not properly registered? And we have a whole lot of cumbersome processes in Nigeria that makes it difficult for this to get done in one swap and everybody goes. You have to go and do insurance somewhere. You have to go and register your vehicle somewhere.
You have to go and
capture somewhere. You now do you do SIM card registration. You still go to National Identity Management. You still go to do BVN. All of this is about simple biometric data. Why don't you compose all this? By now, you should be able to walk into a bank and fill a form, and the bank will send your details to immigration, and you get your international passport detailed to you through DHL. By now, you should be able to walk into bank and pay the government agency in charge, because your data is already captured and everything
is linked.
One of these things, we have not found the courage to do the right thing. We have continued to leave loopholes from which criminals operate in Nigeria, and this is the result of it. It's not only costing us money, it's part of security risk, it's part of environmental danger, it's also, it's costing on that development, because we don't have statistics to run. So we don't know how many cars we are really catering for, and it's affecting development.
Because I know something that if you get to drive on any Nigerian road and road safety gets to stop you, they ask for your insurance.
Of course they do.
So it's not in my bedroom that they get to print out the insurance. It's true. It's not in your bedroom. Where does the fake insurance actually come from?
Now, the issue alone is not the case of fake insurance at all. It's a case of some do not even have at all. And that's because most of the insurance companies, if you go by statistics, they only have their offices in Lagos, Abuja, and
Port Harcourt.
So what happens to others in other parts of the states where they don't have insurance companies? So where do they? So the accessibility of these things for them to get it done is the problem.
To solve that problem is not difficult. part of what we do, we like cumbersome things in Nigeria. We like to make small things look big. We like to make big things trivialize them. The important things we trivialize. What stops Nigeria from enacting a law? Before your car comes in, every payment is done on that car, and even before you clear, you already have an insurance on it. So you buy, you have already paid for every detail. So because every problem provides the opportunity for brighter solution. And as long as society exists, you must continue to have challenges. So with each new day, you find a new way of solving problems. Moreover, the perfect thing to do is not to reinvent the wheel. The common sense is not to reinvent the wheel. In these challenges we are facing as a society, there are advanced societies that have faced them and have solved the problem. So why don't you domesticate the ideas? For example, if I know that, okay, when people buy their car and when they import the cars, they will evade tax, do so many things. I put up everything one swap. You pay at once. So insurance and everything is given to you as part of the documents. So when you are clearing the car, you go.
Yeah, because you know, definitely, if you want to renew your driver's license or anything, you could just work into any VIO office and they get to sort that one out for your insurance and everything. All what you just need to do is pay.
Exactly.
So why don't the commission get to face those other guys, because they're the ones issuing this fake insurance, whatever that they're talking about.
I think
there has to be a lot of cooperation between all the state governments and the Nigerian Insurance Association, the NIA.
Yeah.
So such that if there's a good synergy between them, there won't be this issue of fake insurance and people would not even have insurance at all. I mean, Nigerian Insurance Association is a big institution, so they should, if they go to all state governments, I mean, a lot can be done. When I know that in Lagos, if you get a car, I know that some local government, they have all these things in place. You can get all your documents in one place.
Yes,
because that happened to me, so I'm a first-hand experience with that. So you can get your insurance, your vehicle license, everything comes in, and you can get it within a day.
Exactly.
All right, but can we talk about the insurance culture in Nigeria as a society, first of all? People's perception of insurance in the... First of all, the whole car insurance thing that we have, if another car bashes your car, you know what I mean? Isn't that where the insurance thing is supposed to come in? But we don't even have that culture. You understand? It's first of all when you exchange abuses or you exchange blows,
you cause traffic,
and then you see where that leads you to.
What has happened is that over time, the people's confidence in insurance in Nigeria have eroded.
Exactly.
And where you pay your money annually, but when you have challenges, you fight for
the different ballgame to get your refund or get the replacement.
The people see those sitting in this insurance companies, some of them see it as free money. And that is where if you check what has been paid as benefit and what has been retained and where they went to, you find out that so many of the rich guys actually made free money. Look at even the very one we're talking about, national health insurance, that have become a subject of public discourse recently on the account of one allegation of corruption or the other.
And reinstatement and all that.
These things have been happening over the years. So why should I be giving my money to somebody and when I have need for it and I can't get it?
When I don't trust
the
system.
People decide to insure their life with God, insure their vehicle with their blood. When you bash my car, I take off my suit. We settle it there. And then police will come, take their share, then the rest becomes story.
Wow.
So it is unfortunate. These are some of the things. But I want to say something. In discussing Nigerian challenges, I want to confidently always remind us they are not insurmountable. And I want to encourage our leaders. We have brains, we have ideas in this country that can solve this problem. We can't be deliberating at this age of our nationhood and acting as if there are no brains. Look at we talking about statue. You even talk about statue in Imo State. In Abia State, somebody will do something like this. I will say this is development. Something so mediocre in 21st century. You don't even want to talk about it. So we need to, we have creative minds who can solve this problem. We should not despair. But let's keep highlighting them. And as we are talking, whereby we feel challenged about anything national interest, as you're highlighting them, you are doing a good job. And let's always continue to do that because we'll continue to find solutions to problems.
That's I need to buttress to what Patience talked about, getting to educate the populace about the insurance, because there are times that you even get some of your car documents and you don't even know what it is. You have roadworthiness and they don't even check.
Some just put it in the car, and next time when they are
your papers.
In fact, they'll be the one asking you, which one is true insurance? It's so bad.
It's
So
bad.
now I believe the orientation
Yes.
of Nigerians needs to change, and these
Needs
are
to
the
be
guys.
welcome. Needs to be
Yes,
welcome.
need to educate people on all these things. It's not just keeping them and knowing what it is, because
And another thing is for insurance company also to be proactive too.
Yes, so
when it comes to time of replacement or refund, they should
Please do it.
And they spend a whole lot of money just looking for customers without explaining to customers why they should buy in.
And most
These,
times,
some of these challenges we are discussing here, they should come up with ideas. Even offer government solutions to challenges that they are facing. Offer the populace the challenges that they are facing.
Okay.
In between, you are a middle person to help solve this
Okay.
problem.
All
They
right.
should come up with ideas too. That's the way
True.
forward.
All right. Someone reacted to this fake car insurance topic, and he said it's what we refer to as corruption. The law enforcers allow that for money-making police and the authorities concerned. We pray to have people who don't have. They pray to have people who don't have a comprehensive insurance paper. Some of these agencies don't differentiate the original insurance certificate. Patrick from Makurdi says the problem with Nigeria is that we politicize everything, and that's why we don't come together to work for the betterment of this country.